Picture this. What if the key to overcoming many of life's hurdles lay within this video? Welcome back to our channel, where today's exploration goes well beyond basic philosophical theory. We're on a quest to uncover life-altering secrets. In this episode, we dive into 9 pivotal Stoic lessons, insights often realized too late by many. These aren't merely abstract concepts. They are practical, applicable tools crafted to assist you in surmounting some of life's toughest obstacles, ranging from the art of mindfulness to the power of gratitude. We invite you to stay engaged throughout our session. Each lesson we're set to unveil is of utmost significance, with the final one poised to be the most surprising and potentially life-changing. It's an insight often missed, yet it holds the potential to completely reshape your worldview. So, if you're eager to discover the 9 essential Stoic lessons often learned too late, you've arrived at the perfect destination. Before we delve into this enlightening journey, we'd greatly appreciate your support through a simple like on this video. Your support is invaluable to us, propelling our mission to spread the enduring wisdom of Stoicism to a broader audience. If you haven't yet joined our growing community, we strongly encourage you to subscribe and activate the notification bell. This ensures you remain connected and always up to date with our latest insights and videos. Now, let's embark on this transformative exploration. Lesson 1. Focus on the present moment. The first and perhaps most important lesson of Stoicism is to focus on the present moment. Too often, we get caught up in regrets from the past or worries about the future that we forget to live in the present. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." This means that we should not waste our time dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Instead, we should focus on the here and now. Unfortunately, many people only realize the importance of living in the present moment when they are near the end of their lives. A prime example of this is Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. In his famous commencement speech at Stanford University, he said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life." Jobs, who was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, understood the fleeting nature of life and the importance of living in the present moment. To practice this lesson, start by being mindful of your thoughts and actions. Try to find joy in the little things and appreciate the present moment rather than constantly chasing after future desires. Lesson 2. Accept what you cannot control. The second lesson of Stoicism is to accept what we cannot control. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control." We often waste our time and energy trying to control things that are beyond our control, such as the opinions of others or the actions of those around us. As a result, we end up feeling frustrated and disappointed when things do not go our way. However, if we focus on what we can control, such as our thoughts and actions, we can find peace and contentment. A powerful example of this lesson is the story of Nelson Mandela. Despite being imprisoned for 27 years, he accepted his circumstances and focused on what he could control, his attitude and actions. He famously said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." This quote exemplifies the Stoic philosophy of accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on what can. To practice this lesson, start by identifying what you can and cannot control in a situation. You can then focus our attention and efforts on what is within your control and let go of what is not. Lesson 3. embrace difficulties and challenges. Stoicism teaches us to embrace difficulties and challenges rather than avoiding or complaining about them. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we should view them as opportunities for growth and learning. One of the most inspiring examples of this lesson is the story of Helen Keller. Despite being blind and deaf, she did not let her disabilities hold her back. She embraced her challenges and became an advocate for people with disabilities. Keller said, "Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved." To practice this lesson, start by changing your perspective on difficulties. Instead of seeing them as negative, view them as opportunities for growth and development. Remind ourselves that you are capable of overcoming challenges, no matter how daunting they may seem. Lesson 4. Let go of attachments. Stoicism teaches us to let go of attachments and desires. As Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." We often cling to external things, such as material possessions or status, with the belief that they will bring us happiness. However, Stoicism teaches us that true freedom and happiness come from within, and we should not rely on external factors for our well-being. A prime example of this lesson is the story of the Greek philosopher Diogenes. He lived a simple and ascetic lifestyle, rejecting all forms of material wealth and comforts. When Alexander the Great offered to grant him any wish, Diogenes replied, "Stand out of my light." This story illustrates the Stoic practice of detachment and the importance of not being dependent on external things for our happiness. To practice this lesson, start by questioning your attachments and desires. We can ask ourselves if these things are truly necessary for your well-being, or if they are just distractions that keep you from living a fulfilling life. Lesson 5. Cultivate virtues. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-control. As Seneca said, "No man can live a happy life or even a supportable life without the pursuit of wisdom." The Stoics believed that by practicing virtues, we can live a moral and fulfilling life. An inspiring example of this lesson is the story of Mahatma Gandhi. He embodied the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, and self-control in his fight for social justice and non-violent resistance. Gandhi said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." This quote reflects the Stoic belief that true happiness comes from living a virtuous life and serving others. To practice this lesson, start by identifying the virtues you want to cultivate in yourself and strive to practice them daily. Also, look for opportunities to serve others and contribute to the greater good. Lesson 6. Practice self-reflection. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-reflection. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Self-reflection allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment and to identify areas for improvement. A famous example of this lesson is the story of artist Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh's art was deeply influenced by his introspection and self-reflection. Through his paintings, he expressed his inner struggles, emotions, and perceptions of the world. Van Gogh's self-reflection not only fueled his artistic creativity, but also served as a means of self-discovery and personal growth. To practice this lesson, start by setting aside time for self-reflection every day. Also, try to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them, and use them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Remember, self-reflection is a powerful tool for understanding yourself better, fostering personal growth, and enhancing your creative expression. By engaging in regular self-reflection, you can cultivate a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. Lesson 7. Be grateful. Stoicism teaches us to be grateful for what we have, rather than focusing on what we lack. As Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Gratitude allows us to appreciate the present moment and find contentment in our lives. An inspiring example of this lesson is the story of Nick Vujicic, a motivational speaker and author born without arms or legs. Despite his physical challenges, Vujicic remains grateful and positive, spreading messages of hope and resilience. He said, "If I fail, I try again, and again, and again. If you fail, are you going to try again?" The human spirit can handle much worse than we realize. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? To practice this lesson, start by practicing gratitude daily. Make a list of things you are grateful for or express our gratitude to others. Also remind yourself of the things you have in your lives rather than focusing on what you lack. Lesson 8. Practice resilience. Stoicism teaches us to practice resilience in the face of adversity. As Seneca said, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness." Life is full of challenges, and we will face setbacks and failures along the way. However, Stoicism teaches us to view these difficulties as opportunities for growth and to bounce back stronger than before. A powerful example of this lesson is the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her success, she faced numerous rejections from publishers and struggled with poverty and depression. However, she persisted and never gave up on her dream. She said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." To practice this lesson, start by developing a growth mindset and viewing failures as opportunities for growth. Also remind yourself that resilience is a skill that can be practiced and improved upon. Lesson 9. Remember your mortality. The final lesson of Stoicism is to remember our mortality. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." The Stoics believed that remembering our mortality can help us live a more meaningful and virtuous life. A powerful example of this lesson is the story of Randy Pausch, a computer science professor who was diagnosed with terminal cancer. In his famous last lecture, he spoke about the importance of living with a sense of urgency and remembering our limited time on this earth. Pausch said, "Time is all you have, and you may find one day that you have less than you think." This quote highlights the significance of acknowledging our mortality and using it as a driving force to make the most of our time. These real-life examples highlight the Stoic lesson of remembering our mortality. By acknowledging our limited time on this earth, we can prioritize what truly matters to us. We are encouraged to live with purpose, pursue meaningful goals, and cherish the relationships and experiences that bring us joy and fulfillment. This, most probably the most important lesson men learn too late. Remembering our mortality can also help us overcome fear and procrastination. When we recognize the fleeting nature of our existence, we are motivated to seize the day and make the most of every opportunity. It serves as a reminder to live authentically, to be true to ourselves, and to cultivate virtues such as courage, integrity, and compassion. As we conclude this profound exploration of Stoicism and its 9 essential lessons, we're reminded of the transformative power these ancient philosophies hold in our modern lives. From the practice of mindfulness and acceptance of what we cannot control, to embracing life's challenges and letting go of attachments, each lesson offers a pathway to a more fulfilling existence. These lessons culminate in the Stoic reminder of our mortality, beautifully illustrated by Randy Pausch in his last lecture. His words encourage us to use our limited time wisely, to live with urgency, and to prioritize what truly matters. As we absorb these lessons, we realize they are not just philosophical musings, but practical tools for life. They guide us to focus on our virtues, practice resilience, and maintain a grateful heart. These teachings, often learned too late, can profoundly change our perspective and approach to life. We thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through Stoicism. If you found value in these lessons and wish to continue exploring such transformative wisdom, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us to share these timeless teachings with a broader audience, and your subscription ensures you stay connected with our community of learners and thinkers. So, as we part ways, remember to embrace each day with purpose and intention, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Let these lessons be a beacon in your journey towards a more meaningful, resilient, and fulfilled life.